lesson, I'll be doing a revision on fractions and ratio, okay? For students who are new, right now, this is a good time to actually revisit, okay, the key concepts and question types. I'm actually focusing quite a lot on the BCA, before, change, after, for the first part of the lesson. For the second part, you get to see simultaneous and also restating the ratio technique, okay, Ken? I'm sure by now, for those who are with me for quite some time, you are already familiar with the term BCA. Okay, BCA is a technique, is a table that I encourage my students to actually use when it comes to solving fractions, ratio, or even percentage question types. But more specifically, it is for questions that involve a change and a proportion. Okay, can we look at question 1 right now? Okay, so where is the change for this question? The change is here. This is the change. Are you given proportion? Okay, for those who are not familiar with the term proportion, over here at Teach, proportion, we call it, is for fractions, ratio, or percentage terms. Okay, so for example, if I say that I have 1/5 as much money as you, it suggests that for every 1 unit of money that I have, you will have 5 units. Or if I were to change the statement to, I have 20% as much money as you. 20%, in short, 20% you can convert it to fractions also. And it suggests that for every 1 unit that I have, you will have 5 units again, right? So fractions, ratio, percentage, they are there to tell you the relationship, the proportion of the items. Okay, Ken? Now, this is your proportion. You are given 2 different sets of proportion, one at the before state and one at the after state. One at the before state and one at the after state. So you know for sure that, hey, okay, so for this question, it is our BCA. Okay, you have a change and you're given proportion. All right, so here we go. Okay, wait, before we go, can I ask you guys a question? Look at the highlighted blue. 6 more blue pens are added into the box. Can someone tell me what stays the same in this question? The number of red pens stays the same. Am I right, guys? Okay, so do take note. So the first step is to, because this is BCA, am I right, guys? BCA erase this part. Guys, this is BCA, right? So we have our BCA table. Now remember, the first step is always, if you are able to identify as a BCA technique, right? Remember, present the information into the table first. You are supposed to present the key information into the table. After you have presented, we process the information and see, is there any sub-question types that we need to take note of, all right? So for, in this case, at the before state, 6 units for the red, 7 units for the blue. 6 more blue pens are added. So plus 6, plus 6. What is the ratio in the end? What is the proportion in the end? The number of red pens is now 2/3 of the blue pens. So for every 2 parts of the red pens, there will be 3 parts of the blue pens. Is this all right, guys? So I will have presented all this information first, and then I process further. Hey, you look at the table, it's actually quite straightforward also. You realize that the rate did not change at all also, right? There's no value here. So like what Conrad say, yes, the number of red pens is unchanged. The after state, it is 2 parts. So our aim is to equalize 6 units and 2 parts and make it the same. So what is the lowest common multiple of 6 U and 2 parts? That would be 6, am I right? Okay, so 6 and 2, lowest common multiple is 6 times 3 times 3. So 6 parts for the red, 9 parts for the blue. All right, so 6 units is equal to 6 parts, right? 6U is equal to 6 parts. So 1U is equal to 1 part. Okay, find the number of red pens. Let's look at this, guys. How many units is equals to 6? In order for us to solve, we need to know what is the value of a unit, right? So let's make use of this. How did I get 9U? Gentle reminder, 9 parts is also 9 units because 1 unit is equals to 1 part, all right? So 9U minus 7U, that is equals to 2 units. So 2 units is equals to 6. 1 unit would be equals to 3. Find the number of red pens. Number of red pens would be 6 units, 6 units. And that is the answer.